Hey guys, Vanessa here again from Blush Wedding Photography. And if you haven't seen the first part to this two-part series, please head over to, I will link it below. This is the second part of my epic chat with amazing celebrant Camille Abbott. So in this video, we'll be talking about the importance of the positioning of the bridal party to the arbor and the aisle. We'll be talking about sound systems and music connections. And we'll also be talking about how to get that perfect petal toss photo at the end of your ceremony. So this is one that I have seen a few times as a photographer, where the celebrant or a minister or whoever just hasn't noticed that the couple is not lined up center to the arbor and the aisle. So it seems like...
Is that distressing for you?
It's so distressing. it's like I don't even fully really know how to explain it, but it's like, I guess if you're a visual person at all, it's off center and it just doesn't look right, and there's nothing, you cannot Photoshop it into the middle. No. there's nothing you can do. And it's such an easy thing for the person up the front to just take that minute, look down the aisle and just see that the guys are, I'll just tell you one time. I had a groom that by the end of the ceremony had his back to the, like, he wasn't standing on the side, he'd shuffled completely front on. So his back, and in the first cut, I was just like, I don't know
what are you doing?
But the part that the celebrant hadn't noticed, just to give him a little tap on the elbow. I feel like I don't know what it's like for you up there, and I don't know if that's even really possible. But
for sure. It's definitely a thing, and I guess it's, again, a different style of ceremony that some people are doing, like smaller ceremonies at the moment in the round. And so there is no good place. You've got to make sure they're comfy, and if they're comfy, then that's great. But usually couples will tell they tell me, no, we've got this beautiful arbor behind us. The idea is that it's centered. We've, deliberately chosen 3 bridesmaids, 3 groomsmen,
so that it's balanced.
Right? We've chosen all this stuff. We've got certain ceremony decor. We want it to be fairly symmetrical. And I know that. So when usually, someone's coming down the aisle to meet someone else, once we get them down there, I just take that moment to put my back to the guests, to stand in the centre of the aisle. It only takes a sec, and I like to think that I'm sort of blocking the couple up the front, so, have a smooch, relax.
Just have a minute,
and the whole time I'm going, okay, breathe a bit, but I'm having a look at this arbor and going, okay, you just here a bit, and can you open your shoulders out? So it's something that we do at the rehearsals.
Makes such a humongous difference.
Because, of course, if we're in like this, you're only getting this. So I just try to get them at 45 degrees, just to try and, because also friends and family can't see.
It opens it up a little bit more. I think it feels good for the guests. Because they feel like it's a part of it. Well, if you've taken all that time and effort of having, all these beautiful decorations, if you've put a lot of effort into your face, show it. We want to see.
Well, and during the rehearsal, I'm like, will you have a big taffeta bow on your bum? And bride will go, no. Great. You don't need to show it. Go with the front angle. You've spent more time there anyway.
Exactly.
Go with the front. And that's when, like, all the, guests especially, they see you all dressed up and they're like, oh. Here we are. It's like a real curtain opener.
Totally. Yes, exactly. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was the sound system, and which is a big thing. It's a really big thing for the ceremony, as would you say most ceremonies you're on a...
9 times out of 10. It's sort of, I feel like between 20 and 30 guests is where the sort of breaking point of needing a PA for microphones.
Cool. Beautiful. And then I guess the other thing that I have noticed is, it's happened 5 times. So I feel like that's a lot.
It is.
The music has either cut out halfway with the people walking down the aisle, or they just haven't been able to collaborate, so the groom has been like, here's my phone, and the celebrant's gone, doesn't match with my machine or whatever, you know. So I think that for you guys planning your weddings, booking a good celebrant that's why it is so important.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so you have...
Yeah, so I've got my own PA. I've got a beautiful Vows system, and it's... my background's in music, so the quality of sound is like supremely important to me personally. Yeah. And so I also feel like, you know, being a full-time celebrant and a professional celebrant, like this is what I do.
It's a difference, Yeah. So you've invested in the things.
It's a tool to do my work. Yeah. So, I've got a beautiful system. I guess one of the problems that I have with music at ceremonies, if you're having recorded music, is I don't trust Bluetooth. I don't care where you are.
It happens.
I don't care what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know, I've had ceremonies where I've been in like big grand halls and there's massive big pillars. And if I'm on one side of the pillar, that's it. Yeah, I'm gone.
That's enough. Yeah.
There's no connection. There's no sound.
Yes.
Bluetooth. I don't think it's a time to test Bluetooth. No. I don't think it's a time to test your internet connection either.
No. Good point.
If you're running off Spotify for your ceremony music, you download
it. Yeah.
Your playlist.
And a good celebrant would advise you to do that in advance.
Yeah,
you know?
Totally. So, and it's also knowing the songs that you want played at certain times. Yeah. So there should be some music as everyone rocks up. You're coming down the aisle song, couple of songs for signing, and a few songs for when you're walking back up the aisle, rose petals, all that stuff. It's knowing that ahead of time. It's knowing what device you're going to be using. A good celebrant should have the cords and cables and connections for every type of phone.
Samsung, Apple, whatever.
Absolutely. Your little lightning jack or your 3.5 in there. You should always be directly connected to the speaker, music source speaker. Always downloaded playlist. For me, I prefer to have the person operating the music come to the rehearsal as well. So we go, this is what we're doing. Yes. This is my cue. Ka-ka! Yeah. Have you got it?
Yes.
Yep, crystal clear. Great.
Beautiful.
And this means turn it down.
Yes.
Guess what this means? And just getting having that thing so they go, okay, Camille, I'll look to you for the cues. Yeah. Damn right you will. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You know, and just taking a bit of control over that because it affects how the whole thing feels.
Yeah. Yep, I agree. Absolutely. Okay, cool. So this is a quick one, but a really great celebrant will get out of the way for the first kiss. And I'm not joking, it still does happen. And I maybe couples, I don't know if they think I'm not sure what their expectation is in that sense for a couple, but I would assume they would be expecting that the celebrant would move, but I don't know. Yeah. So
again, some people don't mind. Yeah. And some people do. And I don't think it's until a couple gets that photos back and they're going, and they go, oh, there's someone standing between us.
Yeah. And it can be quite funny, because it's a like awkward, like
Why are they looking at that cash? Yeah. That's not right.
That's kind of creepy.
I don't know. Yeah.
Give them a minute.
Some couples don't mind.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think a good celebrant would have that discussion, and it's something that you definitely do in the rehearsal, and you go, and then I jump out here, and they go, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah. And maybe just from the photography point of, like, if you want those really beautiful first kiss shots. Yeah. A good celebrant.
And if you've taken the time to either have your decorations, your arbor, your arch, whatever you've got going on here, or we were working at Mount Lofty House, and we had the beautiful range behind us, and it's like, you don't want my head sticking there as you're having your first pash with your husband and wife. I think it's simple etiquette. Yeah. But if you're worried, then please ask your celebrant. Yeah. Your photographer will love you for it. Yeah. And I think you'll like your photos better too.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. This is one that I love that you do this.
Yes.
So a lot of couples will really like that flower toss shot. Coming down the aisle, everyone's cheering, it's so candid, there's so much emotion, it's so beautiful. It's quite often the favourite photo of the day for me. Yeah. Just because it's so real and it's not ever been a shot where someone's walked back down like with an unhappy face. Like,
yeah.
They never
Usually it's pretty stoked,
pretty happy. But what I wanted to mention is that doesn't happen by magic.
No.
And your celebrant will actually set a good celebrant, if this is what you want, will set that up for you. Do you want to talk us through how you can get that shot, or how you sort of manage it, I guess?
Yeah. It's funny because I guess if you're looking at videos that are all edited, or if you're looking at your beautiful photos, you go, oh, how spontaneous and wonderful. No. It will feel like that for you on the wedding day, but there is quite a bit that goes into it, and it starts with a discussion with me when we're going through the planning elements. Do you have anything for your guests to throw, whether it's or blue, whether it's the bubbles, the petals? I've seen some people with little beach balls on the beach.
Oh, really?
It's kind of cute. Like,
that's cute.
Yeah, that's really nice. But what we need to know is, what have you got? When do you want it actually thrown? And how do you want to walk down the aisle? So generally there's sort of two ways that I announce them as whatever they want to be announced as, and everyone goes, oh, delightful. And then some couples want to go to the front row and hug the folks. And they just want to grab them and hug them and, get all that love. And that's super. And then after that happens, they'll choose to walk down, and then the flower petal thing will go. And some couples will just stand up the front. They'll do a bit of a smile. They might do a bit of a dip. They might do a bit of arms in the air. And then they go. It's knowing which one you're doing. So then with your, the first time you're walking with your husband and wife, that you're not both going in different directions, or where am I going?
Confusion. If there's a plan.
Am I hugging these guys? Do you want to hug those guys? None of that. It's just, exactly where you're going. Some couples like to stick together and they'll go and hug one side, hug the other side, go down the aisle. Some split and cross and go down. It sounds so technical, but it's funny. You just talk through the options with them, and it's letting the guests know when it's time for them to throw. So then they're not all like gone and on the ground and then they're coming down. And it's also making sure that everyone's got said petals. So sometimes we have situations, especially when little flower girls are meant to be handing them out at a certain point and they've forgotten, or they've run off crying. So it's important to let your celebrant know that they're there, because a really good groomsman can be employed for that purpose of handing them out. It's important that everyone has them at the ready. And if they're in bags and cups and stuff, a good celebrant will give the crowd, the guests, time to actually get it out. And have it ready as well.
And I think also you will say, throw them nice and high, rather than pelting them down over the face.
Well, it depends. Again, it depends. Some couples go, that's hilarious. And one of the photos is
I have had so many funny pictures of that exact moment. But if you do want that really colourful, it's up. It's up. You do. You have to give them height, because it literally takes them longer to get up, longer to come down. You've got a higher chance of getting it right. So the last question really is, and I find this incredibly helpful, is a really great celebrant will help assist, or could assist, with the family photos. And we were actually just having a bit of a chat beforehand, and I was kind of just saying to Camille about how for the photographer, it's like nobody really knows that, like they know you're the photographer, but they don't really know to like look to you for any kind of, advice, so that people have been listening to you for the whole ceremony. So when the celebrant, even just, it's like we said, like a handover, like, all right, guys, we're going to be doing a group shot or a family photo. This is Vanessa. She's your photographer. However it works. It's like this invisible trade-off of
it's handing over the mantle to you. It's like,
that's right.
I've had your attention, thank you so much, everyone, but for now I'm going to run off. This girl's who you need to listen to. She's going to make you look good. If you're nice to her, pay attention to her, listen to her. Have a great night.
And it's so helpful, and I just find it really it really does just help that part go. And then the other part to it would be that a really great celebrant would sometimes even assist in the family. So if it was a really big group maybe, and maybe the photographer didn't have an assistant, maybe they're on their own, celebrant might say, hey, you know, do you need a hand? Or, you know, and that can just go a really long way to get that portion of the day so that you guys can get into your couples photos and into the reception.
Stay on time. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I guess, again, it's another thing that you could discuss with your celebrant. You know, we've got tons of family photos. You know, we've given Vanessa our list. She cried. She asked whether you had to go to another ceremony or whether you could just stay so she could borrow your mic. Or whether... you know, like photo captains, do you instruct your couples?
Always. Yeah.
So important because, of course, Vanessa doesn't know.
I don't know who
Auntie Beryl.
No.
So, like, I need Auntie Beryl.
So we always put... So I always say, who in your family knows who everybody is and also has a loud voice and quite likes to be have that thought. And there's always
one.
Yeah. So we have photo captain and then... In big case scenario, sometimes celebrant helping out a little bit. Yeah. Seamless. Yeah. You know. Okay, so I think that's probably enough questions. And so thank you so much for answering them. But I guess I just wanted to maybe leave our beautiful couples with one piece of advice about weddings. Or for them. Yeah. What would you say?
I think one of the biggest things is that if you're relaxed and receptive and feeling comfortable enough up there at your ceremony, you remember more. Yeah. You are retaining short-term memories. You know, you're standing there with them. You're building these memories to last you the rest of your life.
Those mindful memories, those smells or those things that, So
if you can make a conscious effort to plant a few of those in your day, so... if you're a bride and you've just gotten in your outfit, whatever that might be, looking at yourself in the mirror for the first time, take a snapshot with your eyes. Remember what you look like. Remember the expression on your face. Remember the feeling in the room, the sun that came through. And when you're standing there waiting to go down the aisle, especially if you're holding a bouquet, because it's awesome olfactory memory, you know, have a sniff. Smell your bouquet. Feel what it's like to be there in the moment. Look to whoever's walking you down the aisle, or if no one's walking you down, then look ahead. And go, this is where I'm going. You know, and just build those and take another snapshot with your eyes. Build these little, you know, micro moments. A couple of seconds.
Like intentional. Take that time.
And really, build those memories for yourself. Because your photographer will give you beautiful memories to have a look back on. But when it's cold and dark in the middle of the night and things aren't going right, in 10, 15 years' time, you want to be able to shut your eyes and feel that again and go, it's all okay. It's worthwhile. This is just a little blip in the road. I know what's true. And that's yours. No one can ever take it away.
And no other human has that memory. Like this, it's yours. It's totally yours.
So cool.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. That's awesome advice. I really like that. Yeah. So that about wraps up our video for today. So thank you so much for coming on. It really has been such a pleasure.
Same.
So we're going to put all of the links to Camille's all her different things. So we've got the Unbridely TV, we've got yourself,
the Celebrant website, how to write vows that don't suck.
Lots of awesome information. So you can find that all here. So if you have enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe, and we will see you all next week. Awesome. Thank you. Bye.